Hello, you're listening to E-Bible Fellowship's new Open Forum Excerpts, and now we present the following excerpt.
Welcome to our program. Please go ahead with your call.
When God draws his elect, like at the end time, does God continue to draw the elect, or is it a one-time deal?
Well, when we look at that word draw, no man can come to me except the Father which sent me draw him. And we know Jesus cries out on the last day, the great day of the feast, Feast of Tabernacles. The last day phrase ties in with Judgment Day. Judgment Day, we understand to be a prolonged period of time. And Jesus cried, if any man thirst, let him come to me or unto me. And, put that with John 6:44, the only way to come is through drawing. God gives a illustration in Acts when Paul is apprehended in the temple because some of the Jewish people, they think he brought a Gentile into the temple. And so they seize him and draw him out of the temple. So from the point of grabbing him, they're carrying him out of the temple. And it would have been a few minutes and a certain space, but the whole time he's being drawn, and that's being drawn by men. And God, uses that word to help us understand that this word draw, it has some force behind it, some power behind it, that it is irresistible. There's no way Paul could have resisted so many men who are grabbing a hold of him. And it also, they weren't being gentle. It was a violent drawing out of the temple, maybe pulling him by the hair or dragging him by the feet, however they did it. And so that tells us that God will grab a hold of the elect. We know they're elect, and in this time, people he's already saved, and he will bring them to Christ. Christ is the Word. They will be brought to the Word of God, and that ties in with the feeding of sheep, commandment in John 21. Now, I believe it would be continuous. It would be continuous. It's not like God's going to draw them a certain point and then they're going to go back. And I think it would be a continual drawing once the Lord, when the great catch of fish, first it was said they were not able to draw it for the multitude. And that's the same word from John 6:44, unable to draw it. And that would tie into the certain period of time after May 21, 2011, a great multitude saved around the world. And all of a sudden, Family Radio goes out of faithful business. They're still operating, but they're out of faithful business. And the Lord takes Mr. Camping first, basically taking him out of action with a stroke and then through death. And so there's a great multitude in the net. The net signifies the kingdom of heaven that are out there in the nations, but in inability. They were unable to draw it for the multitude. Just like for several years, E-Bible Fellowship is unable to minister to this great multitude for the fact they are a multitude. And yet there is a point where Jesus commands, bring of the fish which ye have now caught. And then Peter drew them to Christ. And so once that drawing process starts, I don't think it will stop, and it would be a continuous drawing process.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. That way you don't miss any upcoming videos.